Alrighty, coming right at ya. Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for video number 2 on your 2 for Wednesday. This time, right here on the Peter Joseph channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel and my other 4 main channels, which are down inside my pants, otherwise known as the description marks below on this channel, my other channels as well, like I said. Excuse me. And don't forget to friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're real. If you're not, get a life, grow up, and do something else with your life. But if you're real, then you can do that. Links are down below in the description box. And as always, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically treat it as like it's the New York Mets getting destroyed tonight by the Detroit Tigers, or the Celtics destroying the Sixers tonight. Who cares? But, you know, that was given they were going to win tonight. But it is what it is. But in any case, hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, you do. You missed out. And that's all I got to say about that. And if this is your first time watching, welcome to the party, pal! And I hope you enjoy the ride. If you like the content, you want more of it, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button to death on this channel, my other channels as well. Show me your love and support. We're getting close to 450 subscribers on this channel. We're about 11 away, so hopefully we'll get there. And we get there, and that's pretty much it. So like, share, subscribe, do what you got to do, and hell, leave a comment if you want. You don't have to, but it's encouraged. But it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. We had the beards coming back in, putting them nicely. Gonna be shaving it this weekend, so I gotta look good before I go away. Whenever, well, I'll get to that in a minute. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and all that good shit. And thank you for your support. Let me move on. Alright, so on this late Wednesday night, and you know what that means, time for another video. Check out my first video of the day on the Metal God channel, where I talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees, which I did not like some of them, but the only metal act going in is Rage Against the Machine. They got picked ahead of Iron Maiden and Soundgarden, who got snubbed again. Iron Maiden has been trying to get in since basically the early 2000s, and they haven't gotten in. They've been on the ballot every year, but they can never get that induction. Why? I do not know. It just seems like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame does not like metal acts. And it's the, get this, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Oh, they'll put in Shaka Khan, they'll put in Sheryl Crow and Willie Nelson and Missy Elliott, who's not even rock. They'll put in George Michael, well, because it's George Michael, of course. But they won't put in freaking bands like Iron Maiden. They won't put in bands like Soundgarden and Pearl Jam and people like that. I mean, like, seriously, they don't put people like that in. They have to put people like Shaka Khan and Don Cornelius of Soul Train. And they don't put anybody else in. They don't put Cyndi Lauper in. And she was number 2 in the fan voting before you know, with like a week or 2 of the fan voting to go at the time. And now she's not even in the Hall of Fame. What is wrong with you people? I mean, George Michael, yes, deserves to be in. Hands down, number 1 ballot. But then you got Sheryl Crow. I'm on the fence with that one. Shaka Khan definitely should go in the Hall of Fame. Warren Zevon did not get in. Why? He has one of the greatest songs in wrestling history, Werewolves of Wrestling. Werewolves of Wrestling. I saw a werewolf go into a Chinese restaurant, and his hair was perfect. I mean, that line sells itself. Warren Zevon doesn't get in. Iron Maiden doesn't get in. And that first record came out in the late 70s. Killers came out like the late 70s, early 80s. There's something wrong? Is it me? Or is it the stupid Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that doesn't put in great 80s bands like Iron Maiden? Soundgarden doesn't get in. And their first album came out around the start of grunge with Nirvana. And, I mean, another band that's not even in, Stone Temple Pilots. Like, come on now. What is wrong with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I can tell you what's wrong. They're fucking idiots. That's why we call it the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. But anyway, I don't want to go on too much longer about that. Just watch the video on my utter disgust for this garbage fucking Hall of Fame. It's worse than the WWE Hall of Fame. Don't get me started on that either, because I'll go 10 hours with that, but I'm not going to do that. But I digress. So watch the video. Link is in the description box below. And all that. Alright, got Will Rally Sport Rally, my good buddy from the UK, staying up at 6 o'clock in the morning, UK time. Top of the morning to you, love. Gonna have tea and crumpets with the Queen. We move on with that. He says, hi, Pete. Well, hi there, Will Rally Sport Rally. Or I can say, hi, Will. Not that Will, but big ups to him, too. Even though we don't talk much anymore. You know, it's weird that me and Will, Mephisto's Lair, Bringer of Rain 13, whatever you want to call himself, it's weird that I'm still a mod on his channel. It's weird. I was tempted to say hello, but then again, if I say hello, then he's going to demod me and block me. I mean, I don't care, but at least he knows I'm there, but I don't really talk to Will that much anymore, but, let him do what he wants to do, and I'm going to do what I want to do. That's the way it should be. I mean, if he wants to reach out to me and say hi, I mean, go ahead. I don't give a shit. I don't have him blocked. I haven't blocked anybody from that fiasco in October. I haven't blocked anybody. I haven't blocked Chase. I haven't blocked Jordan, Brandon, Eric, Double Z. Really haven't really blocked. Only a few people I blocked. Like, well, I'm not going to name their names. They know who they are. But other than that, I left everybody alone. Leon, I still talk to Leon here and there. Not all the time, but let Leon do what he does. I'll chime in on the channel he doesn't have me blocked on, which is one of them. I forget which one he doesn't have me blocked on, but, but I think everybody moved on from that fiasco in October. It's been like, January, March, 7 months ago. Almost 7 months ago. A little over 7 months since that fiasco happened. It's over, done with. But people want to do videos saying like, oh, your uncle said you're a pedophile. Like, do you know he was being sarcastic? Dumbass. Dumbass with 3 teeth. Fucking idiot. But I digress on that. But in any case, I don't care what people say about me. But you want to bring family into it? We'll bring family into it if we have to. But we don't have to because, I don't care about these people anymore. Because they're going to be in big trouble pretty soon, the way they're going. If their life is going to be 24/7, 365, trying to make everybody else's life a living hell, and then doing drama videos on their dead channel, and the only videos they can get is shorts about the WWE, then that tells you that their channel is basically dead. Because all they can do is drama, drama, drama. And drama doesn't really get views that much anymore. Unless it's my name, then you get a whole bunch of views on it. Thank you very much. Because I take all credit for that. Thank you. But it is what it is. Don't care about those people because they're in the rearview mirror now. They can all go to hell and rot. Next to their dead family members. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I went there. Go ahead. Crucify me. I don't give a shit. But I digress on that. But in any case, let's move on from that. So, Will guys, what's up, my brother? Thank you for watching. And anybody else who's watching right now, thank you for the free view, asshole. But I digress on that. Anyway, So hope everybody had a great Wednesday. I had a pretty damn good Wednesday. Did a lot of things. Got some good news. We going some cha-ching coming up, and still my vacation is still a little bit on the back burner right now, but pretty soon, probably by the end of the month or maybe early June, I will be somewhere on a beach in some hot state. Not Florida. Just telling you that right now. Ain't Florida. Might be La La Land. Or maybe overseas. Or maybe the Caribbean. You won't know. And you won't know when I go. If you don't see me for a month, then you'll know where I am. I'm on vacation. But that's a couple weeks away, or maybe a few weeks away. But right now it's still kind of delayed. But it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. All right, let's move on with that. So that's some of the good news I got today, and other than that, I had a pretty good day. Hope you all had a good day. It was nice and sunny here in the Northeast, and rained here a little bit last couple hours, and now it's cloudy. It might rain overnight into the morning hours, but it's going to start getting warmer by the weekend. It's supposed to be like 75 by Monday. That's awesome. Yes, Mike. Yes, Mike. I know. Yeah, I know. You do know. Why do you keep saying my name? Mike, I said the weather is awesome. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Continue. While I have you here, Mike, did you have a good day in heaven? What did you do today, Mike? Not really much. I put a few people through flaming tables. I hung out with Jerome. That guy, I hate that guy. I hate Jerome. Why do you hate Jerome? Motherfucker, why do you hate me, motherfucker? Jerome, put that sight away before I shut up your ass, motherfucker. You guys gotta get along. Because you got Abdul the Butcher over there. I don't know what he's doing, snorting crack. You guys, Jerome, you know all about snorting crack, right, motherfucker? Just leave Mike alone. Mike has his own thing with the big fat women, because he's the fat chick driller. You gotta leave him alone, Jerome, okay? When God wants you to fight in the HWA, when you get ready to fight, and he's your partner, you take care of that, okay? Motherfucker. And Mike, just calm down, okay? Alright? Go to the bar, drinks on me, and if you see any Japanese guys, put them through a flaming table for me, okay? Okay, you have a good show, Gilmore. Thank you, Mike, thank you. Now get out of here, go to the bar. Drinks on me. And by the way, if you see any hot chicks, give them a, But wrap up the burrito. Okay. And tell Eddie Guerrero said hi, too. Oh, hi, Eddie. Eddie, how you doing, Eddie? Hey, Mr. Gilmore, how you doing, ese pedo? Latino heat, you got that Italian heat. Oh, my God. You get the ladies like I do with Mamacita. Yeah, I know. I get all the ladies because I have a huge dick. You're just Eddie Guerrero, God damn it. I know. I'm Eddie Guerrero, ese. Latino heat. I get all the Mamacitas. Yeah. Have you met your friend here? Hey, Pedro, hey, how you doing, S.A.? How you doing? Oh, why you hit me, S.A.? Sorry. Anyway. El Delito, how you doing? Mamacitas and muchachos. Subscribe to Peter Gilmore today, or he will kick your ass, like I will kick your ass too. Ay. Okay. Get over there. Yeah. This guy looks like Osito from WOW. Just want to point that out. See, I do like Mexican wrestling. Rosa got me this for my birthday last year. El Dorito. El Burrito. El Bonito. Okay. I don't care what anybody says. I talk to the dead. I disrespect the dead. I don't disrespect the dead. I bring freaking class to my show and bring sarcasm and fun to my show. And if you think it's cringe, well, then go watch somebody else then, asshole. That's probably 10 times worse than me. JD. Sorry. I have this cold. It's contagious. But I digress on that. And we move on. But hopefully all you had a great day. And it's going to be a warm weekend. First weekend of May. We're counting down the days to Memorial Day weekend. Can't wait for Memorial Day weekend. If I'm here or I'm on a beach somewhere talking to the ladies. Yeah, but no, I'm not trying to talk to the ladies while I'm on vacation. Well, some gorgeous ladies I will be talking to because of work. But it is what it is. That's that. All right, anyway, enough about that. Blue funky. Mets stunk today. Doubleheader loss to the Tigers. 6-5 the first game because Marte fucked everything up. And Ottavino fucked everything up. And then game 2, Max Scherzer laid an egg. They lost 8-1. Braves, I think, won. They were up 6-3 last time I checked. So Mets are probably like 55 games out of first place. Stinking up the joint. I don't care. I think the Yankees won tonight. Don't care. Celtics won tonight. Don't give two shits. I mean, it's great that he won by 34 points. But, I mean, Philly barely even showed up tonight. But, we got that. I think game 3 is Sunday for them. I don't know why they have a 3-day break. I know the Knicks play game 3 in Miami on Saturday. But that's pretty much it. I haven't really been following the NHL playoffs since the Rangers lost. Well, the Bruins lost too. At least we didn't choke a 3-1 lead. Just saying. We choked a 2-0 lead, and then we came back and won Game 6, and really didn't show up in Game 7, but it is what it is. But, I mean, if you have the best record in the league and most points and wins in the league, shouldn't you be Stanley Cup champions? A lot of people would think that, but this is a new season. That's why they call it the playoffs, a new season. Anything can happen in the playoffs, and that's what happened. Hot start, finish. Kind of like the Mets the last 2 years. Hot start, finish. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. And if you want to get pissy about it, then go talk to somebody on sports talk radio about it. That they'll care for your fucking opinion. I don't care about your opinion, Boston fans. I don't care. You choked. We didn't. That's all that matters, and that's all I got to say about that. You don't like my opinion? Don't give two shits. Don't give two shits. Because I have knowledge about the NHL. Why do you think I did a radio show in college from 1998, not even 98, 1995 to 2007? In college. It is what it is. On and off, because I took some years off to do other things. I started my first actual job back in 1998, so I took some years off from doing a sports show and everything, wrestling and everything. We talked about that. Then I came back in 2004 and 5, and then did that from 2005 to 2007, and then that was it. I haven't done, then I found YouTube, and then I can talk about anything I fucking want. But I'm not going to do a podcast talking about sports. I could. I mean, I did back in the day, but when I first started YouTube, I did talk about sports here and there, movies and stuff, on the Peter and Rosa Experience. I used to do that. And in the early days of TTM TV, the Gilmore Chronicles, the early years, I was just like a machine talking about sports and current events and shit like that, which I still do on the Shadows Lair, but mostly the Shadows Lair now is predictions videos for wrestling and stuff like that, and occasional vlogs here and there. But other than that, I'm very knowledgeable in the world of sports, so, and wrestling, so, and current events too, but not so much current events like politics. I care less about politics these days, except for it's Trump or DeSantis. But other than that, if it's anything about sports, we can go at it if we want it, if I had the time and energy to do it. But right now I don't. No, I'm not going to debate with a bunch of dorks. Simple as that. Not going to debate with a bunch of dorks that have a really dumb opinion. As we all know, You might have your own opinion. That's fine and dandy, but my opinion will probably be better than yours, and it matters more. Knock on wood on that one, as we will move on. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so, yeah, so I got that. Alright, enough about that bull funky, like I said before. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of this video. And, ladies and gentlemen, at 1:14 in the morning, it is time for your late... Well, it's not even late night, late, but it's time for your late night AEW Dynamite! Yes! Review for May the 3rd, 2023. Or if you're now watching from somewhere else, you're watching this on the great day known as Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Or as, if you watch another movie, may the Schwartz be with you. Lone Star. Ready, Kefka? I mean, if you haven't seen Spaceballs, that is a timeless classic. I know almost every line from that movie. Almost, not all of them, but it is. Lone Star, I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Now let's see how well you use it. President Scoob! Salute! Hail, Scoob! That movie is just timeless. It's a timeless classic. Pizza the Hut! It is what it is. Alright, so here's your late night AEW Dynamite review for May the 3rd, 2023 from the arena in Baltimore, Maryland. I don't even know if Otako went to this show, but if he did, more power to him. If he didn't, well, probably missed out on a pretty good show. So we had that. So, as always, our commentary team of the man behind the mask, Excalibur, Taz, Red Hook brother. Taz was not happy with the Mets tonight. Probably gonna choke him out with the Kata Hajime brother. Show him how to pitch, brother. Probably pretty much. Mets stunk tonight. They could have used Taz. Not that he, little old Taz throwing 15-mile-an-hour fastballs. We got that, and the legend himself, Tony Baloney Schiavone. So we had all that, and a bag of chips. And we move on with that. All right, so we are, well, as of this video, 24 days, well, almost 3 weeks away from Double or Nothing 5. Coming your way from the MGM Grand Arena in Vegas, or somewhere in Vegas, May the 28th, 2023, same day as NXT Battleground. I still don't understand why both pay-per-views on the same goddamn day. Who's gonna watch both pay-per-views? I'm not. I'm watching Double or Nothing. I'm not watching Battleground at all. Probably the next day, but, or maybe after, probably the morning of Memorial Day. But in any case, we'll see what happens with that. So we're 3 weeks away from that. We got a big 8-man tag team match, which started off our show, and I'll get to that in a minute, with Orange Cassidy, Bandito, Adam Cole, baby, and the debut of Roderick Strong, taking on 4 members of the Jericho Appreciation Society, minus Jericho. We had that, and in our main event, we had the 4 Pillars tag team match with Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, and MJF, taking on Darby Allin and Jungle Man Jack Perry. And if Jungle Man Jack Perry and Darby win, they get added into the fatal, well, it would have been a fatal 4-way match at the pay-per-view with Sammy and MJF now, but they get added in, making it a fatal 4-way like we all knew what was going to happen before. So we got that. And some other things happening on the show. We had a pretty interesting return of in the women's action at the 8:30 slot. We'll get to that in a minute. And so much more as we got that. Also, AEW had another great day. 45,000 tickets sold for All In 2. Coming your way August the 27th from Wembley Stadium. 45,000 already, and that's pre-sale. Pre-sale. Tickets go on sale on Friday. I can only imagine how many more they're going to get. If they don't sell that thing out by the weekend, wow. It's not bad. If they don't sell out, at least 45,000 already. If they sell 60 to 75,000 by the weekend, that is epic for AEW. Tony Khan needs a fucking standing ovation for that one. Holy crap. 45,000 and counting. And they already sold 50,000 in for the sign up. So I'm surprised they didn't get 50,000 yet, but we got more to come, especially on Friday. So, and a lot of people that didn't sign up are now thinking, I think we should go if we can get tickets to London. Just remember the time zone difference and, coming back from wherever you may be. I mean, it might be a long flight, especially if you're from New York, that takes a long time. It takes about 8, it takes 8 hours from New York to London because you have to go over the ocean. If you're going one way, well, usually you're going one way, going all the way over the ocean, and then you're in Heathrow Airport in about 8 hours. But you leave like 8 o'clock in the morning. That's 1 o'clock London time. You get there, it's like 8 hours later. It's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's 4 o'clock New York time, but 9 o'clock at night. You get there at night. You're leaving in the morning. You're getting there at night, London time. 4 o'clock here, afternoon time. So, you want to go, have fun if you're going, and say hello to the Queen. Well, there's no Queen right now, per se, but you can say hello to the Duchess and say hello to King, what's his name? King Charles the 19th or whatever his, Charles, you know what I'm talking about, Charles. And you can say hello to Prince Harry and the other guys. Go down to Buckingham Palace and say hello to the king for me. There you go. Just have fun and have tea and crumpets with the king. Because you can't do it with the queen. You can have it with the duchess. Or the princess, There is no queen right now, but I bet it's probably going to be either Meghan Markle or not Kate Hudson. I almost said Kate Hudson. Oh boy. The other one that's married to Prince Prince Philip, I think it is, or whatever it is. I don't know. Who cares? But my days of going to England are kind of history. Last time I was actually in England was a long time ago when I was not a little bitty Hulkster dude. I was like a medium-sized Hulkster dude. Went to London for a little bit, then went to Italy when I was a little bitty Hulkster dude. Not little, I was like 13, almost 14 years old, going to see Pink Floyd in Venice. Yeah, I was actually on that DVD. You don't see me in my face, but I was there. So I witnessed history that night. Pink Floyd on a barge in Venice, in the Venice Sea, or in the Mediterranean almost. But that was an epic concert. Epic concert. Had some good food there. Had some calamari and some chicken parm. It's good stuff. I didn't get it for $2, but because I was a young boy then. That was like 1988 prices. But I digress. We move on with that. But good stuff. Good stuff. But 45,000 tickets sold for All In already. I can only imagine what it's going to be by the weekend. Probably 60 to maybe 80,000. They're going to sell that place out. I'm going to tell you right now. I have a feeling that they're going to sell it out. And I don't think it's going to be better than SummerSlam 1992. But, it's 31 years later. I think Tony Khan can put on one hell of a show. And that's going to go 5-6 hours. So it could start at like 8 o'clock or like 3 o'clock here. And it'll end at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, London time. But knowing Tony Khan, you can have a 4-hour pay-per-view and it goes 6 hours. We'll have to see what happens with that. Let me move on with that. All right, before we we got some comments coming in. All right, love it. Mohammed Belzine. I keep saying your name wrong, dude. I'm sorry. If I say your name wrong, don't shoot the messenger. But, I try. But anyway, happy Wednesday on a late Wednesday night, Peter Joseph. I hope you are doing well, and same with everyone here in the live chat. You say that all the time. But it's okay. It's okay, you copy and paste it. That's okay. But I digress. Well, happy Wednesday to you, or well, now it's Thursday here in the Northeast. So happy Wednesday or Thursday to you there, Mohammed. Thank you for coming in. Will Rowley says, Prince William, Meghan Markle will never be queen because the royal family don't like her, by the way. Yeah, that's true. Or most of the UK don't like Meghan Markle anyway. Well, because she's biracial, that's why. She's, I think she's half black, half white, or some type of mix. And, well, we all know Queen Elizabeth did not like her. God bless her mighty soul. And I think Prince Charles didn't like her either. Prince William didn't. Well, not Prince William. Sorry. Prince Harry and Kate Winslet really didn't get along. Like nobody got along with Meghan Markle. Now she has 2 kids. I know she's never going to be the queen. I think the next queen will be Kate Winslet. That's what I think. Oh, what is it? Kate Winslet, right? I think it is the queen. The next was the Duchess or whatever it is. Princess. I don't know what she is. I don't follow, the royal family. That's Rose's department, but I care less about that. Let me move on. But yeah, Meghan Markle will probably never be queen in her lifetime. But I bet you nothing they're gonna break up. I have a feeling they're gonna break up. It sucks because now they have 2 kids. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You can't please everybody. You can't please everybody. I mean, I bring up something about me and Rosa, but I'm not going to bring that up. Not going to do it. But my ex, Ashley Marie, when we first met back in July of 2006. We met before that. Well, we met online, and we first met face-to-face July 2006. June 2006. June or July 2006. I brought her over to meet my mom and dad. My mom loved her. My dad was like, you know how he is. My dad doesn't like a lot of people that I bring over sometimes, but he likes Rosa. He loves Rosa, but in any case, he didn't like Ashley Marie, my first girlfriend. Because she was a little bit younger than me. She was like 20 and I was 28 at the time. But he got used to her and, he liked her a lot. He liked her, but then, things happened, in our relationship that, we broke up on really bad terms but we still talk every once in a while, but not so much anymore. But she's got like 3-4 kids now. Thank God I didn't get to that area. I would have had to take 6 jobs just to freaking pay for those kids. But she's got like 3 kids, one kid she took in. So she's doing good. She's doing very good actually. She just celebrated her birthday a couple of days ago. So I think she's near 40, I think. No. She's 35, 36 years old, I think. That's my ex. So Kate Middleton, thank you. I'm thinking of Kate Winslet from Titanic. That's why. Duh. Thank you, Will guys, for right. See, that's why I got the good UK people that know about the royal family in my chat, unlike the asshole UK people. But I digress on that. Where was I? 90,000, that would be amazing. I'm going 60,000. Wait and see. Well, yeah, that's what I picked too. I think by the weekend we'll probably get around 60,000 tickets sold. And that's with the when the tickets go on sale. I think they're going to sell 60 to maybe 70,000. I would think. I think the final number will be 70,000 sold by the weekend. But officially, if they're still going to be selling tickets after after this weekend and going into June and July, and when they want, people want to get last minute seats, and they're going to try to get it on SeatGeek, or I don't know what the UK has, but SeatGeek, or the AEW will put tickets up for sale on AEWTix.com or something like that, or the Ticketmaster might put them up, or Live Nation, whatever. I think they might hit 70. I think the official number will be in the area between 60 to maybe at most 80,000. I think they're going to hit a big record and get a huge gate. Right now they've hit almost 6 million gate right now. Just about 6 million. They were at 5.7 last time. Or as of today, they were at 5.7. So that's pretty damn good. So we move on with that. No, that's not the reason because of her skin color. Just to be clear, it's because she's not very nice. A B word. Oh, she's a bitch. Kate Middleton. She's a bitch! But I digress. So there you go. Let me move on. Dynamite was a good start and liked it. Yeah, it started up pretty good. And, it kind of went down a little bit and went up a little bit. So it was kind of like steady. Par for the course. I think it was very good. And letting you know right now, I gave it 7 out of 10 stars. I thought it was pretty damn good tonight. Ratings-wise, who knows? I know Rampage did under 300,000 for this show last week, which was at 6:30. And Rampage this Friday night at 6:30 p.m. So I bet you they're probably going to do either 250,000 or they might do a little bit more because there's nothing going against it. There's no hockey. I don't know about hockey. There's probably gonna be some hockey on Friday night. So they'll probably be going up against hockey around 7:30. 7:30 is usually when hockey starts. 7 to 8 o'clock. But they'll be over by 7:30. So I think a lot of people will tune into Rampage. Probably go a little bit above 300,000. I'll be shocked if it gets more than that. But yeah, so Rampage, 6:30 p.m. this Friday night on TNT. So set your DVRs accordingly. And that's that. All right, now let's get into Dynamite. Let's not waste any time because we got to go to bed soon because people got work tomorrow. Yeah, because some of us actually have jobs. And we don't sit at home on YouTube 24/7 playing with our dicks and everything. Some of us actually have jobs and earn good money. Instead of douchebags sitting at home playing with themselves 24/7, 365 when they should be online looking for a job or going out in the field and looking for a job. Not staying home, sitting on their ass, and they can't even pay their goddamn rent. If they live in an apartment, if they live at home, then, they're living off their mom and dad. I don't have that problem. I own my own house. People think, oh, you rent your house, it's your mom's house. I'm like, no. My mom has the house, it's in her name, but I own it now. And I'm not going to show the deed or anything to you motherfuckers, so. And fuck you. That's pretty much it. Alright, 280,000 Rampage awful because they changed days, then next week changed time. People are obviously getting sick of it. Yeah, you can't really stop that because, you're on TNT and they're home to the NHL and the NBA and TBS is on MLB. So when we get to October, Rampage and possibly Collision will be preempted, and Dynamite might be preempted to like the night before, like Tuesday night or Thursday night. Or maybe Dynamite will be live like at 11 o'clock at night and they have to do it on the West Coast. Or it's on tape delay, which sucks, but that's the price you pay when you go on one of those major television stations like TBS or TNT or even Fox. Because SmackDown in October is going to be when the World Series comes, and I think the playoffs too, the Major League playoffs around the whole beginning of the playoffs, I think, some of the games are going to be on Fox on Friday nights. So you run the risk of that. So remember when back in the day, back in the Attitude Era, when in February that Raw was on at 11 o'clock at night on a tape delay because of the Westminster Dog Show, and then later on the Dog Show was from like 7 to I think it was from 7 to 9, and then Raw would be on 9 to 11. Remember those years? You remember? Some of you might remember those years. I do, because I'm old as fuck. But it is what it is. But yeah, 280,000 is kind of meh for a 6:30 show. But they were going up against a lot of competition that night, so. And nobody wanted, and like not a lot of people were home because they were at work or they were going to the bar, they were going other places. So it is what it is. All right, let's get into Dynamite now. All right, so we started off Dynamite with an 8-man tag team match. We had the Jericho Appreciation Society of Jake Hager, Weed, the People with his stupid fucking hat, Daniel Garcia, and 2.0 of Angelo Parker, and Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. And do you want to know what makes Daddy Joseph's dick hard? Do you want to know what makes my dick hard? That's Asian chicks. Hot, fucking, sexy Asian chicks. And Rosa too. All night long. That's what makes Daddy Joseph's dick hard. But you knew that already. Alright, they're taking on the team of Orange Cassidy, the All-International Champion, or as I call him, the IC Champ. He teams up with Bandito, and the debut of Roderick Strong, who came out with Killswitch Engage. I love that song. The End! Not going to sing that song, but great song by Killswitch Engage, End of Heartache, off their, I think that's their second album. Yeah, I think it's the End of Heartache album. I think. Wait, let me just check that. I think it's their first album with Howard Jones, which is basically the same album they did with the original singer, but they re-released it with the Howard Jones vocals on it, which I think is better. That's just my opinion. I think Howard Jones is Killswitch Engage, not the original singer. Who's doing pretty good. You know, it came out with when he took over for Howard. They came out with a couple of good CDs, Atonement, and their newest record, I think, just came out. It's pretty damn good. So they're still kicking ass. I mean, I saw them with Howard, and holy shit, the mosh pits they had, woo! Not as scary as Slipknot's, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you've never been to a Slipknot show, the mosh pits they had, the circle pits they have, you have one over here, you have one over here, you have one back here, you have one in the middle, you have one over here. You can't go anywhere. You're in that mosh pit, you're in that circle pit, and you better, enter at your own risk. I know personally, I got thrust into one of those, holy shit. Somehow I survived it. And I survived the Wall of Death. And anybody seen the Pikachu Wall of Death when they had Pikachu in the middle, and then some metal band's like, all right, we're gonna do the Pikachu Wall of Death. Everybody on my count, get ready now. Get ready, Pikachu. Go! And then you see all these people running at Pikachu. I'm gonna fuck you up, Pikachu. And then like beating up Pikachu, throwing him like Pikachu! That's some good shit, man. Look it up on YouTube. It is hilarious. And now they have pillow fights now in the mosh pit. I've seen. I'm like, what the fuck? Pillow fights during the Wall of Death? Some of you metal fans are crazy as fuck. I'll tell you the truth, man. I love standing in on the front, especially for bands like In This Moment, and Black Label Society and New Year's Day with Ash Costello, my sweetheart. But with standing in the front, like on the barricade, comes with a price because you have all these big, fat, just big, 270-pound guys coming over, and you don't know they're coming over. You can hear them like, oh, coming out. Whoa. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I almost got kicked right in the face one time by this guy. I saw him coming. I was trying to protect myself and trying to help him over and everything. But I got like the side of my head got scraped. But it wasn't. I didn't bleed or anything like that because I'm a trooper. But yeah, we took this guy and I'm helping him over the barricade. There's no freaking security guard there, and we just like, and all you hear is splat. Dude, face planted on the concrete floor, and this is during a Black Label Society concert. Right? All you heard was splat on the ground, on the concrete. I was like, damn. And then you see the security guy go, oh, we missed that guy. And I'm like, dude, he could have got seriously hurt, And then I had to protect like 5 women one time at an In This Moment concert at the Starland Ballroom because 36 Crazy Fists, a crappy metal band, by the way. You can tell them I said that. They played right before In This Moment, and as soon as they started, there was like a big wave of people coming to the front of the stage, and like 5 girls. I'm like, I'm right here. I'm like, right. I was center. This is doing the Taco Tuesday crew stuff. You know what I'm talking about. What's up, my Taco Tuesday crew? I was over here, right center, where I wanted to be right next to Maria when they started, but I moved to the security pit when In This Moment started because these fucking idiots started pushing these gorgeous women, 5 women in front of me, and I'm trying to protect them. Like, you okay? You okay? You okay? You good? I'll protect you. I'm here. Because I'm like that. I'm like, I gotta protect my ladies at the metal concert. You know what I mean? But in any case, I talked to the security guard. I'm like, yo, you gotta like tell these guys like don't push, don't move. Because some people they get really aggressive at these shows, and then they try to start fights for you for no apparent reason. That happened to one of my friends. He got kicked out and then he came back in, thankfully, near the end of the show. So, because he tried to pick a fight. Some guy tried to pick a fight with him, and he shoved the guy, and then the security guys called him, and he kicked him. He didn't kick him out of the Starland Ballroom. He just kicked, he removed him from the floor and everything, and then the guy came back. I'm like, where'd you go? It's like, oh, I always got kicked out. Why? Some guy tried to fight me. So we'll knock him out. Who cares? You're having a good time. But we'll see what happens. I mean, some concerts are good, some concerts are bad. And that's one of the reasons why. You got assholes who drink too much beer or don't even drink beer, and they just rush to the stage because they want to see their favorite band. Stay in your fucking lane. Let us in the front have fun. And, you want to come over, you want to splat on the mat, that's fine by you. But just don't shove. I mean, I know this, they do the wave, that's expected at a metal show, but do it responsibly and do it nice. Because you got gorgeous women that 16, 18, 21, be nice. Especially you guys out there, stop being assholes. I don't mind being around gorgeous freaking women, just can't touch the merchandise. I'm spoken for, ladies, sorry. But in any case, we move on with that. I mean, there's like 3 women wanted to ask me out at an In This Moment show. I'm like, no, I can't, sorry. They were hot too. They got big tatas and, but they were they were a little bit younger than me, and I was like 30, in my 30s, like late 30s, early 40s. I was like, no, I'm sorry. If I was like 10 years younger, maybe. But I digress. All right, let's get into this thing. I don't want to talk about metal all day. I could, but I don't want to. All right, Muhammad says, is it true that Chris Jericho will be taking time off from AEW soon? I did hear something that Jericho might go back on tour with Fozzy, because I think he's doing the Power Trip Festival in October. But from now until I think the summer, he may be doing some stuff on tour, maybe recording another Fozzy record. I don't know, but he may take a little bit of time off. Maybe after I think after Double or Nothing, he may take a little bit of time off, not too much time. I mean, the dude's 51 years old, so pretty soon he's gonna retire for good. He's gonna hang up the boots, and he's gonna be on commentary every week. Where, I don't know. Probably be on Rampage. Well, who knows if Rampage is still... Well, probably be Rampage, because I heard that Elevation is gone. It's gone. Thank the Lord for that. Now, Dark is being rumored to be extinct when Collision starts. So, goodbye, Dark and Elevation, and hello, Collision. So, Collision will be what Dark and Elevation is. But it'll probably be like the C show. Because you got Dynamite as the A show, Rampage as the B show, and then Collision will be either B- or C. So it's like what NXT, what WWE has SmackDown as the A show, Raw as really the C show, and NXT as a B show. That's it. But hopefully they space out their storylines when Collision starts, going into Forbidden Door and everything. Well, after going in and out of Forbidden Door, coming into July and August, when we hit to All Out territory, and All In, and probably Ring of Honor pay-per-view, maybe with Best in the World maybe happening, or Death Before Dishonor. They got to space all those storylines out on the respective shows. Ring of Honor should just have their storylines on Ring of Honor on Thursday nights. Don't cross over into Dynamite, Rampage, or Collision. Don't do that. That's dumb. You have, you have your Dynamite segments and stuff like that. You have they can go to Rampage. They can go. And I think Collision should just be its own separate storyline thing. And then you're gonna have matches from Collision be on the pay-per-view. I don't know how Tony Khan's gonna work it out, but we'll have to see what happens with that. But I really hope they space out their storylines for Rampage, Dynamite, and Collision when we get to July. But we'll see. But as far as Chris Jericho goes, probably would take a little bit of time off. Probably after Double or Nothing 5, I think he's going to take a little bit of time off. I don't know if he's going to be at Forbidden Door, depending on who he fights. If he fights anybody at all from Japan. Speaking of Japan, Okada and Tanahashi are six-man tag team champions now, I heard. Interesting. And Okada, holy shit. He told Shota Umino, who went stiff on him, basically he told him to shut the fuck up, motherfucker, in English. Shut up, motherfucker! Or as Maki Ito would say, motherfucker! MDK all day, motherfucker! Yeah, if you ever see Maki Ito in GCW, that is the shit. Her and Nick fucking Gage, motherfucker. MDK all day, every day, motherfucker. Yeah, Cody, MDK all day, Cody. You bitch. That's where that started, by the way, GCW. Not that Cody was over in GCW, but Nick Cage, we all remember when he fought Jericho. Guess who was there when Nick Cage was in 8 when he fought Jericho? Cody. Where do you think Cody got that hardcore style from when he lit Andrade on fire? Nick fucking Gage. He's been watching. He's watching the GCW stuff. I think a lot of people are. Corey Jade was in GCW. Stephanie, what's her name? Stephanie, I can't think of her name. Stephanie L, I think her name is. Stephanie Loren You know, the one that used to be with hanging out with Indy Hartwell when when Stephanie when she was with Duke Hudson and Indy was with Dexter. You know what I'm talking about. Stephanie Loren or whatever her last name is. Now she's with Matt Cardona, not together, you know storyline wise. But yeah, she's going hardcore. And you say women can't get hardcore. Mm-hmm. I saw a freaking video of freaking Onita. Freaking Onita. 70-something-year-old Onita. I think he's 70. I don't know how old the guy is. I saw a video. It's in Japan. One of his deathmatch shit. He has this freaking... He goes on the top turnbuckle. He hits a button. And then we hear the siren go off. You know, that like the ring is going to explode. And then he takes this weapon. I thought it was like Janice. Remember Janice with Abyss, the 2x4 with nails? He had something like that, but it looked like a toothbrush. It was like a toothbrush with like a bed of nails toothbrush, and he just like BAM! And the thing exploded on this. The other guy got hit with it. Big explosion. It looked like Onita got the worst of it because he's like looking at it, it's like, oh shit. And now Onita has we have to pray for Onita because he has an aneurysm in his stomach. Ugh. I think all those death matches, I think he needs to stop. Retire. Please, Onita. Please. We don't want to lose you. I know we're going to lose you, because of your age, like 60, 70 years old. But, I mean, dude, stop the death matches, please. Next thing you know, you'll be blown up. I mean, we'll see body parts in the ring. Because those crazy fucks in Japan like to do that shit. It almost happened once in freaking, long time ago with, Mick Foley when he got dropped on a barbed wire, barbed wire explosive well, we know what I'm talking about. Barbed wire explosive board. He almost lost his arm. When he was fighting Terry Funk. You remember that Terry, right? You remember Terry? Mr. Joseph. I was a hardcore legend in Japan. Japan, #1 forever. Okay, Terry, forever. Okay, Terry, stop. You remember that Cactus? Cactus, where are you, Cactus? Terry, Terry, baby, Terry. Would you like some Doritos? They're very tasty. No, Cactus, I don't want your disgusting Doritos. I'm on a diet. I'm 87 years old with a bad hip and a bad knee. Cactus. Okay, Terry, you can have some soup. God bless Terry Funk. I was watching a video on Ric Flair's podcast. He was talking to Terry Funk about the old school days. Where they were talking about at Clash of the Champions. Remember at Clash of the Champions when Terry Funk was battling Ric Flair and he put him through a table with a pile driver and really fucked up Flair's neck at that time. Put him out for a little bit, but then Flair came back and then they had Thunder Cage with Sting and they had Flair and the Great Muta, and then that crazy match that was where Muta had to blow out the fire at the top of the cage because the rope from the top of the cage caught on fire, and Muta's like... It would have been nice if somebody would have went to the top of the cage and got electrocuted. But that didn't happen. But it is what it is. Back in Halloween Havoc 89. I still have that tape. But we don't talk about VHS tapes anymore, but that's a classic. Probably can put it on DVD now, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get to Dynamite. We talked way more than enough. We haven't even got to Dynamite yet. Alright, but thank you for the comments, and keep them coming. Alright, so we got Orange Cassidy, Bandito, the debut of Roderick Strong, and Adam Cole, baby, taking on the Jericho Appreciation Society of Jake Hager, Daniel Garcia, Matt Maynard, and Angelo Parker. So it was a pretty good match. Chris Jericho then came out and I did commentary, but we'll get to that in a minute. So we started with Roddy and Garcia. It feels like a PWG versus WWE style match. So it starts with Roddy and Garcia. They tussle a little bit against the ropes. Roddy tries to lock the arm. Garcia gets to the ropes to cause a break. And then a right hand by Garcia. Then they go back and forth. Roddy wins the exchange with some rights. Gets the upper hand. Garcia tries to kick him. Roddy kicks it. Hits a big-time chop. And then another one. Then he tags in his good buddy Adam Cole, baby. Undisputed Era. Tagging in and out. You gotta love it. So Cole sends Garcia into the corner and stomps a mud hole on his ass. Then he tags in Bandito. And then Garcia tags in Angelo Parker, who comes in with some right hands. Then a whip it to the corner. Bandito gets sent over the top rope. And then he hangs Parker up to the top rope. He goes and he flies, and Parker runs under, and we get a power slam from Bandito. But then Matt Maynard comes in to shove Bandito. Then we get a standoff in the middle of the ring. Remember when you played the WWE 2K games and you run at each other and then you bump into each other, you go, we get that. And then all 8 men are staying in the ring, and then they battle it out hockey style. And poor Aubrey Edwards is like, oh, I can't stop this. Move on. All right, we go back to commercial. We got Jake Hager and Orange Cassidy in the ring. We've seen the legal men. Hager hits a right hand, corners OC, hits some big uppercuts to the gut. Then he works on OC, ducks under, tornado DDT to Hager. Hager rolls to the outside, and then Orange Cassidy hits a big flippy dibbity-doo on the outside. But Hager catches him. We get a jumping knee to the back from Garcia, and then Hager sends Orange Cassidy into the ring post. Ow! Bandito then hits the ropes, and he does a flippy dibbity-doo on Hager and Garcia. And then Adam Cole goes to walk up the ramp, seemingly towards Jericho in the commentary position, but Parker and Maynard stop him, some right hands. So Roddy comes out to help. They fight back towards the ring, and then Parker slides into the ring. Bandito is waiting for him. He sets up for a suplex, holds on to it for 8 seconds, and then Maynard comes in, helps Parker out, only to be lifted by Bandito as well. So he did almost a double vertical suplex. Oh, it's been nice. Parker's up. They lock Bandito's head. Bandito with a double suplex. Like I said, that was sick. And then we get the hot tag to Orange Cassidy. And we go to commercial. We come back. Garcia has Orange Cassidy reeling in the corner. Shoves OC down face first. And then walks on his back a few times. Ow. Jake Hager comes in. Locks in a big old bear hug. Circa 1925. Orange Cassidy tries to elbow out of it. Hager shoves him to the ropes, hits a big shoulder tackle. And then OC is beaten down in the corner. JS have control. And then OC sends Garcia into Hager. Hops over Parker. And then Maynard grabs OC by his pants. But OC slides under that. Hops up for a tag. Maynard catches him in an inverted atomic drop. Ow. He locks the head. OC hits a Slumdog Millionaire. Then gets a hot tag to Roddy, who comes in. Parker comes in. And Roddy goes berserk on everybody. The Messiah, the backbreaker, goes backbreaker to Garcia. Hooks the leg. Drops Parker on the Garcia. Crazy. Chop to Hager. Hager tosses him into the corner. Get a high kick from Roddy. Then another kick. Hager misses a splash. And then we got the angle slam or the Olympic slam by Roddy for a near fall. And then Parker and Maynard break up the pin. They double team Roddy as Hager tags in Garcia. Get a kick to Parker, right to Maynard. Garcia with a big kick. So they're kind of taking turns on Roddy. And then OC gets the tag. He comes in the ring, rushes, gets shot down by Garcia. He locks in the Dragon Slayer. But we get a huge kick to the face of Garcia. And then each man gets a hit on another guy. And it all ends with OC hitting the orange punch to Jake Hager. And then Garcia grabs him. I think he was trying to look for a power driver. But OC counted into the beach break for a near fall. And then he lifts Garcia by the head. Garcia with a chop. OC with crazy chops of doom. It's like, oh! 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 That was funny. He ducks under, tags from... We got a tag from Parker. Hager pulls Garcia out of the ring. And then OC hits the ropes with Bandito. We get a double flippy dibbity-doo on the outside to make the fans cheer. Roddy gets a blind tag. He comes in with a cradle like a fruit roll up cradle pin, inside cradle, 1, 2, 3. Actually, take that back. He gets a near fall out of that. Then Adam Cole comes in. We get a knee. We get the knee strike by Roddy, that patented knee strike that he's won a lot of world titles with, and TV titles and tag titles with in Ring of Honor and in NXT. So he hits that. Cole drops the boom, 1, 2, 3, and he pins Angelo Parker. So the faces get the win. Match was pretty decent. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. So a pretty good match, almost 14 and a half minute match. And then after the match, Adam Cole runs up the ramp, attacks Jericho by the commentary area. I was going to say, sorry, did not hit Excalibur, but I like the guy, so. You didn't have to hit anybody on commentary for me to take their job. But it would have been nice, but I digress. Anyway, so he mounts and pounds and drills Jericho with some punches, and then security, who are strategically right off camera, and then we see them running up the stairs. They take Adam Cole out, and that's pretty much it. And then Jericho's holding his head like, "Oh, you son of a bitch, get him out of here!" So we get all that, and we move on with that. So looks like we're gonna get some type of thing with Jericho, the Jericho Appreciation Society, and Roddy. Probably be Roddy, Adam Cole, and the Best Friends in a 5-on-5 type match. Not blood and guts. I think it'll probably be maybe Anarchy in the arena, unless they do that with the Elite and maybe Takeshita and Adam Page when he comes back against the Blackpool Cuck Club. Well, probably I don't think Adam Page will be in it. I think he'll be in the match somehow, but like he'll run in and beat up everybody. But probably be Takeshita, Kenny, and the Bucks 4-on-4. Probably be Blood and Guts. Blood and Guts 3. But we'll see what happens with that when we get there, and that's all that matters. Let me move on. All right, we move on with Renee Paquette in the back with Darby Allin. Darby Allin, I have to do it this side because my face looks great on the left side. And Jungle Man Jack Perry, and she asks if they win the match tonight against MJF and Sammy to get the Fatal 4-Way. How are they feeling about it? Jungle Boy says they have some stiff competition coming up. They have some stuff in common. They've been here since day one, busted their asses to get here. They never main evented a pay-per-view also, but that's going to change as of tonight. Darby said this is it. I don't care how we get there, but one of them is going to be walking out with the gold. And tonight, it's showtime, folks. Little homage to Sting. And that's pretty much it. Let me move on. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to a promo from the Blackpool Cuck Club. We had Daniel Bryan. Yes! Jon Moxley, the Ring of Honor champion Claudio Castagnoli, and the man who gets dissed by his own friends, that's Wheeler Yuta. There. So Daniel Bryan says he is better than Bret Hart. He kind of quotes Bret Hart. He's like, there used to be a man who said he's the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. I'm like, okay, nice you mentioned Bret Hart. Then you say the stupidest thing in the world, that you're better than him. Well, if Bret Hart didn't get concussed by Goldberg, maybe we could put that to the test. We could have put that to the test. Not can put that to the test, because Bret Hart's like 60-something years old now. But we could have put that to the test if Bret Hart would have went to Ring of Honor or Japan. I would have loved to see Bret Hart and Daniel Bryan go at it, or Bryan Danielson, I should say. That would have been good, but right now, I think even in your prime, Bryan Danielson, I don't think you would be able to lace Bret Hart's boots. That's just my opinion. So, it's like better than anyone before him. He's the best in the world today. That's debatable. And if he isn't, it's one of these men. He says there will be wrestlers better than him in the future. You're damn right, like Adam Cole, because of what he built. In fact, he hopes this little shit, Wheeler Yuta, calls him a little shit. Wheeler Yuta is the type of guy that has friends say that he's a piece of shit. That's the type of guy Wheeler Yuta is. That's funny. Calls him a little shit is better than Bryan ever was. That's what's different between him and the Elite. They want what's best for the business, and they're willing to do anything to make that happen. Okay. And then Moxley says they all just blades searching for iron to sharpen they're just blades searching for iron to sharpen each other. That sounded wrong. They're not bullies. We're stars. Be a star. Be a star. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking of that Christmas song. Not that Christmas song. What was the secondary Christmas song to, Do they know it's Christmas time at home? Remember that other song that came out around the same time? It was We Are Stars by the Metal Stars of America. What was it called? Metal Stars of America, something like that. Back in the 80s with Kevin DuBrow, Quiet Riot, a great singer-songwriter. Judas Priest, Spinal Tap. So many. I think Iron Maiden was in that video. Just look it up. We Are Stars. It's a great video. Anyway. High Levels, Bigger Devils. There was a time when the Elite was innovative, but now I don't know about that. He talks about next week's cage match with Kenny. It just hits different. 2019, 2020 may as well have been a decade ago. Every day they get more dangerous. Let's get dangerous, like Darkwing Duck. There's a whole new version of Moxley. You can't wait to show Kenny, and they're gonna find out what 2023 Omega is all about. And we'll see what happens with that. Next week, Inside the Cage, I can just bet you nothing that Moxley will be bleeding in the first 3 minutes of that match. 3 minutes, tops. Both men are going to be bloody, but I think Moxley will be the first one to bleed. But we'll see what happens with that. That's probably going to be your main event of the evening. Because I don't think they should open with that or even start that match at 9 o'clock. That match is going to go at least 20 to 30 minutes with the entrances. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. All right, then we go to our second match of the night. I'm going to paraphrase for most of the rest of this review, and that's pretty much it. All right, so match number 2 at the 8:30 slot, we have the women because of the main event. For the men, we got Willow Nightingale, the resident cutie patootie. She's taking on Saraya Knight with Ruby Soho and Toni Storm at ringside. So it's a pretty good match. Saraya tosses Willow to the outside, distracts the ref so Ruby and Toni can attack. We go to commercial, we come back. Willow hits a spine buster on Saraya Knight. She gets a fisherman suplex, but Saraya slinks out of it, rolls up Willow for a near fall, then a big right hand, then the nightcap, whatever that is, not that type of nightcap. You know what if you don't know what a nightcap is sexually, then you have problems. Willow hits the nightcap, comes for a near fall, then a Death Valley driver, and then Toni Storm gets on the apron. Ruby Storm gets on the apron as well. Willow pulls Ruby into the ring, hits a big bounce! Period. Then a right hand to Toni. Saraya kicks Willow, then hits the good night, which is basically her version of the Rampage. I don't know how she got her up. And somehow hit that. It's like she picked her up. Boom! Quick Rampage. 1, 2, 3. Saraya Knight is your winner of the match. And the match lasted 6.5 minutes. And the match was alright. Gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Toni attacks while Saraya and Ruby look on. So it's a 3-on-1 beatdown until Hikaru Shida comes back after her time in Japan. And she was injured a little bit too. And she comes out with a kendo stick. She slides to the ring, and we all thought she was gonna save Willow, right? Wrong. Swerve number 1. She hugs Saraya. Everybody's laughing. I'm like, wait. And then we're like thinking, wait, this doesn't make sense. She's not an outcast. She was a day oneer, right? So Toni hands Shida some green spray paint. But then Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker appear from behind, and she was like, double swerve. She basically did a DDP when he swerved the NWO. Remember when he sort of joined the black and white NWO back in the day? And then he hit the diamond cutter on Scott Hall, then he hit one on Kevin Nash, and then he ripped the NWO shirt apart. He's like, I'm not joining the NWO right now. But he did as a member of the Wolfpack for a short period of time. Oh yeah, look it up. Look it up, DDP in the Wolfpack. It's there. Trust me. Trust me. Like Jake the Snake. Trust me. We get that. So they attack from behind. She then sprays Saraya in the face with the green spray paint. Then goes to work on all three ladies with the kendo stick. And then she just sprays AEW on Tony, Ruby, and Saraya. And I don't know where this is going because you got Sky Blue and little young Rio in this whole situation. And now basically it's a fight. You have Willow, Rio, Sky Blue, Jamie Hayter, and Britt Baker. So you have your AEW's 5, and then on the other side you have the Outcasts of Ruby, Tony, and Saraya Knight. They need 2 more people. So if you want to do a female blood and guts match, I think Athena will be there, and then I would say probably maybe Ty Conti, or it could be Mercedes Moné, it could be Mandy Rose. I don't know who the 5th person could be. That's an AEW outcast. Well, WWE/AEW would be an outcast for them that came over from WWE. So Athena is one of them. Who's the other one though? That's in AEW now, but there's nobody that really, I don't know. But I know Athena will probably be number 4. I know she's from Ring of Honor, so she'll be thrust into this thing, but we'll have to see what happens with that. And we move on with that. And that's that. Alright, so we'll see where this goes, and as we get to Rampage, and next week on the program from Detroit, Michigan. That's that. Alright, then we get a video from the House of Black, the Trios champs. They toss the titles down on the floor, calling them tainted titles. So why did you win them from the Elite then? Anyway, they changed they say change starts when people act. Welcome to the open house. So basically like an open challenge. No, they say no mercy. Strike hard, strike fast, no mercy, sir. And they say any three people can team up will have a shot at their belts. That's why they're having the Trios Battle Royal coming up. But there's a catch. Under house rules, there will be 20-second countouts, not 10. But AEW used to have 20, now it's 10. Traditional, like WWE has. So now it's 20-second countouts, no rope breaks. So this is like almost pure rules almost. And DQ is enforced, and it's dealer's choice, which I guess means like a deck of cards comes out, and whoever gets dealt the first card gets, I don't know how that works, but anyway, they hold up all new black titles, so they have custom-made titles, which is nice, all black titles, and say the house always wins. And then Julia Hart, Miss Maria Brent 2.0 from this mighty band in this moment. She says, welcome to the open house. So we'll see what that is. So that's kind of interesting promo, where the winners of this battle royal face off against the House of Black in a house rules match. 20-second count out, no rope breaks. DQ is enforced, so there will be DQs. So we get that. So it's an interesting little setup for the Trios titles. So we got that. So I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then we go to the Tres de Mayo, Cinco de Mayo, Tres de Mayo Trios Battle Royal. So we have QTV, QT Marshall Knott, Powerhouse Will Hobbs, and Aaron Solo versus the acclaimed of Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, along with Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn, and don't forget, ladies, Sesame Mommy Ass. We have the Dark Order of Stu Grayson and the Beaver Boys, Johnny Hungy and Alex Reynolds. We have the Butcher the Blade and Kip Sabian, along with Penelope Ford at ringside. The Lucha Brothers, the returning Rey Fenix, and Pentagon Zero Miedo, and El Hijo de Vikingo, and the varsity athletes of Ari Daivari, Josh the Goods Woods, and Anthony Nese, or Tony Nese. So, rules of the match are that all 3 men have to be eliminated before the entire team gets eliminated. So we get all that. So Battle Royal, it started on the outside, then all the members get in the ring, then the match starts. It comes down to the Butcher, the Blade, and Kip Sabian on one side, and the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn on the other side. Caster was eliminated earlier, so it's basically a 3-on-2. The heels triple team Billy Gunn, send him over the ropes, where Billy lands on the apron, and then Anthony Bowen with a huge kick to Blade, sending him over the top rope. And then Bowens grabs Kip Sabian, I should say. He chops the Butcher right to Kip, right to Butcher. Kip kicks, and then sends Bowens over the top rope, but Bowens hangs on with one hand. Billy helps him up as Taz explains that Bowens has a good grip due to all the scissoring. Oh, Taz, you sick fuck. Billy then sends Kip into a super kick. And then Billy kicks the Butcher. We get a double famouser. And then Butcher is sent over the top rope on one side of the ring. And then Kip Sabian is thrown out on the other side of the ring. And we get our winners, the Acclaimed, in just under 9.5 minutes. Match was alright. Gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. So we got the Acclaimed against the House of Black for the Trios titles and a House Rules match. Whenever that might be. Maybe at Double or Nothing. But we'll see what happens on that. And the promo should be pretty good when we get there. You know, the House of Black won't care for the raps or anything like that. They'll just come out and say, we're going to kick your ass. And the house always wins. Stuff like that. And we move on with that. Whoops. I went ahead of my notes. Alright, then we go to the back with Renee Paquette. I keep saying Renee Paquette. She's with the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. Who's there? And then MJ was like, hey, bestie! And Sam was like, Max, don't start your shit. And then he's like, friends don't leave friends outside in the cold. You know, he's like, why'd you leave me like that last week, MJF? And then MJF was like crying like a little bitch. He's like, for over a year now, I had chronic back pain from carrying the company on my back so long, so I was laid back in the car. And I know I'm a horrible friend, and you deserve better. And then he goes to leave like a little bitch. And then Sammy stops him from leaving. MJF smiles at him. They smile. I mean, he smiles like, hey, gotcha. And then Sammy kisses MJF on his forehead. I was like, oh, God, they kiss on the lips. I'm going, ugh. So Sammy kisses him on the forehead. MJF tells Sammy he has their theme music all mashed up. Then they hug. And then they do kind of kiss cheek to cheek. There's a picture of them kind of kissing frontal. I was like, don't splash on me, dude. That's your shit. Ugh. Nasty. Crazy, creepy shit. I don't deal with that crap. But in any case, we move on with that. So we'll see what happens in the main event. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to a promo from Kenny by God Omega, who's backstage with his good buddy Don Callis. And Don brings up John Moxley, trying to say he's changed and he has some big plan. Don Callis is turning on Kenny and the Elite at Double or Nothing. Just letting you know that. Spoiler! Anyway, Don points at his humongous scar, which had 23 stitches. Yeesh. No wonder it was like wide open. You can see inside his skull. Crazy shit. He says, every day I think about John, and every day he remembers that John might have the heaviest hands, but in the battle of wills between those hands, these hands, they're big, strong hands, aren't they? If you haven't watched Never Ending Story, you get that reference. But some of you have never seen that movie, and you need to watch it because it's a timeless classic. Falcor! Not Falcon, Falcor. Big luck dragon. With luck. Anyway. But in the battle of wills between those hands and his brain, and Kenny's talent, John loses every time. He's blind to it. He's a narcissistic sociopath. And it will come to an end next week. So Kenny says there is no plan where John can touch him. Surround the ring with a cage. Sure, go ahead. They know he can fight. He may even make Kenny bleed. So everything comes to an end in Detroit and this whole effort will be fruitless. What you did to Kenny and the Buck, what you did to me and the Bucks and Takeshita, you made it personal, and now it's going to end next week inside that cage. But I don't think they're going to go with Don turning on Kenny until maybe Double or Nothing. So Don will join up with the Blackpool Cut Club and be the William Regal of the group now. And then, I think this feud's going to continue on into Forbidden Door and maybe past that into maybe, I doubt it, but maybe All In or All Out. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So a good promo from Kenny and Don. And I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we go to your, if you wanted to go take a shit match of the night, you couldn't go because it lasted less than a minute. It's Wardlow, the TNT champion, with Arn Anderson and his Glock. And he takes on some guy we didn't even know, some indie jobber from Baltimore. Maybe some guy from the Ring of Honor dojo. Anyway, Wardlow pulls the gun out like he's Arn Anderson, chops his Hammernager down before hitting the Powerbomb Symphony in like under a minute. This match was over, so I'm like, thank you for coming. If you want to go to the bathroom, match is over, come back. Oh, the match is over? Shit, I have to take a really mean shit. Damn it, I gotta wait till the next match. So, yeah, Wardlow wins. Match I gave 2 out of 5 stars. And then Wardlow grabs the mic, calls out Christian and Luchasaurus, so they quickly come out to answer the open challenge. And Christian says, I could take the title right now and give it to Luchasaurus, but it's not going to happen, especially not here in Baltimore. You son of a bitch. He says the title shot doesn't belong to Luchasaurus, it belongs to me. And then Arn Anderson's like, and then Wardlow's like, what the fuck, Arn? What are you talking about? So a little bit of hostility with Arn Anderson and Wardlow. Maybe Christian and Arn have a working agreement. I don't know how this came about. But it looks like we're going to get Wardlow versus Christian Cage for the TNT title. God forbid he wins and the freaking the freaking TNT title continues like a hot potato. Because Wardlow's only held that belt for what, a couple weeks now? Crazy. And that's pretty much it. So I gave all that 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, after that, we go to Juice Robinson. What's his name? Rock Hard Juice Robinson, along with the Switchblade Jay White. Bleed with Switchblade of the Bullet Club Gold or the Bang Bang Gang. Too shooty for the love of God, by the way. By the way, happy 10th anniversary to the Bullet Club. It was as of this video, yesterday. So, happy 10th year anniversary for the Bullet Club, which started in 2013 with Bad Luck Fale, Fiend Balor, and Carl the Machine Gun Anderson. Then it got like 6,000 members. For like the Japanese version of the NWO. Remember when Masahiro Chono and Sonny Ono were in the NWO? English, you idiot! That was funny. Masahiro Chono with the Japanese version of the NWO before it became the Bullet Club. That's funny shit. Anyway, he takes on Absolute Ricky Starks. This match is alright. Really, nothing happening for Jay White. Jay White staying in the back. Kind of back and forth match, but we get near the end. And Juice, he dies with a splash. Juice gets his knees up. Juice hits a shoulder in the corner. He sits Ricky up top. Climbs, looks for a Hurricane Rana. He hits the Hurricane Rana, but Starks is on his feet after that. He no-sold it. Then he had a big-time clothesline for a near fall. And then Juice goes for the Juices Loose, and Ricky reversed that into a roller for a near fall. Juice with a big chop to the throat. And then Ricky hits the ropes, ducks under a right hand, and hits the spear. Then he picks up Juice, hits Rochambeau. 1, 2, 3. Ricky Starks is your winner in just over 9 minutes. Match was pretty decent. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And after the match, Jay White comes out, but then Ricky Starks takes him out, and he goes for Rochambeau on Jay White, but Juice Robinson saved him, and that's pretty much it. And we move on with that, and that's it. All right, then I don't know why this is not in my notes. We got a promo from Mark Briscoe at his house in Sandy Fork, Delaware, at the chicken farm. So we see Jay Lethal, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal at the chicken farm. Ooh yeah, dig it. Along with Jeff Jarrett, J-E-F-J-A-R-R-E-T-T, Jeff Jarrett, and Satnam Singh, an original player from the Himalaya. Sanjay Dutt, they all go up to Mark's house in Sandy Fork, Delaware. They knock on the door. Mark comes out with his beautiful baby boy, Murph. Or Murphy. I think it's Murph or Murphy. Beautiful baby boy they just had a couple of months ago. And as always, we got to pay respect to the man himself, Jay Briscoe. Reach for the sky, boy! Always got to pay tribute to Jay Briscoe. So they're at his house, and he comes out, and they talk to him, and then out of nowhere, they're cleaning cow manure or chicken shit or something like that. They're doing basic work for him, and then they're on the porch, and Jeff Jarrett's about to sing "With My Baby Tonight." That he didn't really sing. It was Brian James or the Road Dogg sang that. So he's about to sing it, and then we see Papa Briscoe come in. We haven't seen him in a while. He comes in, and then everybody scatters because Papa Briscoe was gonna beat somebody's ass. So they scatter. They go on the lawn, and they start like dancing, and I don't know what the fuck they were doing with the baby and everything. And then Papa Briscoe tells Mark, says, "I know you and Jay Lethal have been friends for a very long time. I'm cool with that, but I'm not cool with Jeff Jarrett, Satnam Singh, and Sanjay Dutt." He says, "You gotta watch those guys." And then Mark's like, "Which one?" He says, "The dude in the overalls." "Which one?" "The idiot." I thought that was hilarious. So we'll see what happens with that. They also make a challenge to FTR for the tag team belts at Double or Nothing. We're going to hear from FTR next week on the program. So we'll see what happens with that. I really hope they don't give the belts to Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. I'd rather have FTR hold the belts for a while. I mean, they just won it. They won it about a couple weeks ago. So I think they're like 2 or 3 week champs now. And I really don't want them to lose it. And then the tag team belts become a hot potato. I don't want that. I'd like to have little long reigns, like 2-3 month reigns, 4 months, 5 months, maybe up. Well, with MJF, he's had it for almost 4 months, 4 or 5 months now. Getting close to 5-6 months, somewhere around that range. I'd like to have long title reign, but I think MJF's going to be the only one to hold it for a year. But he's going to lose. Probably going to lose it at Winter Is Coming in December before the whole bidding war 2024. I think he's going to lose that belt to, I don't know who, maybe Adam Cole, baby, or maybe Kenny, I don't know who, but somebody's got to take that belt off him by the end of the year, and we'll see what happens with that. Speaking of people that are not going to lose the belts, there's a rumor that floated around on Twitter that WWE is thinking about having Roman, good old Roman, our tribal chief. Put up your ones in the chat. Gotta put up those ones. Roman Reigns, our tribal chief. We must acknowledge him. Almost 1,000 days. Getting close, ladies and gentlemen. A couple weeks away from 1,000 days. There's a rumor that Roman will not lose the belt going into September of 2024. So he will go 4 years as champ, not losing. So he is definitely breaking Hogan's record of 3 years coming up pretty soon. He's gonna destroy Pedro Morales' record of 1,095 or 92, something like that. Gonna hit 3 years as of September. I don't know what official date that is. I know it's in September. I think the end of September, early October. So he'll hit 3 official years as champ, and then he's gonna go all the way through WrestleMania 40 as champ, go all the way through SummerSlam, and then maybe after SummerSlam, he'll hit the 4-year mark. And then, but it's just a rumor. It may or may not happen. They still want to do Cody and Roman at WrestleMania 40, which I think is a stupid idea. Roman is not going to lose that belt anytime soon. I think he's going to beat a. I think he's not gonna be. I don't think he's gonna beat Bruno Sammartino's record of 2,800 days as champ. But I think if he keeps going at this rate, he's definitely gonna beat Hogan's record of 1,500 plus days as champ, which is 5 years. I think the next one on the list is Hogan is in his 3-year reign of 1,250 something days as champ, and then the next step is Hogan's 5-year reign as champ of 1,500 and change, and then really the next one up on the list is Bruno Sammartino. So he's got another 1,300 days, which is basically another 4 or 5 years after that. So he has to hold the belt for basically another until 2028 when he'll beat that record. That's what they're saying. If he holds the belt to 2028, he will beat Bruno Sammartino's record. I don't think that's going to happen because, Vince is kind of controlling everything now. And Vince is 77 years old. So in 5 years, Vince will be 82, 83 years old. And you really think that he's going to want Roman to be the guy to beat Bruno Sammartino's record? I know all records don't last forever, but I think that record by Bruno, I don't even think Roman will hit that. I mean, if he comes close to it, it'll be really nice. And whoever is the guy to beat Roman has to be somebody like a homegrown guy. They build a guy up, not Cody. It has to be maybe like a Seth Rollins or maybe Walter, maybe Braun Breaker, maybe I would say maybe a Grayson Waller. I hate putting his name in there. Maybe I doubt AJ, not Omos. Maybe that you could throw Bronson Reed if he came over to SmackDown. But right now, I don't see anybody on the SmackDown roster even coming close to beating Roman. So unless whoever wins Money in the Bank maybe cashes in like an Eli Drake, who's supposedly going to win the the Money in the Bank match. Even if Eli did win it, he's gonna lose. It's automatic. I don't care if somebody like Brock Lesnar beats him up at Clash of the Castle or beats him up at SummerSlam. There's no way that Eli Drake, if he wins Money in the Bank, is gonna win the Undisputed title. No way, no how. Roman is not losing that belt until maybe WrestleMania 40. If not, then he's going all the way till September 2024 with that belt. And the fans may not like it, but they're going to have to learn to love it, like Ric Flair used to say. You may not like it, but you're going to have to learn to love it. Or as Macho Man Randy Savage used to say, you may not like it, but you must accept it. So if you can't accept it, then you need another line of work. Don't watch Roman's matches then. Simple. I know he's getting a lot of boos now, which he should not, because he's your champion. He's the best champion in the history of wrestling right now. Best champion in the modern era. Bigger than Kenny. What are you gonna do? You think Vince McMahon's gonna say, "Oh yeah, he's getting booed. We're gonna make him lose to Cody at WrestleMania 40," which I think is a stupid idea. But I mean, that's up to Vince, and if Roman even agrees to lose the titles, I don't think he's going to. Roman's in his 30s, and he still has that leukemia and everything, which I hopefully doesn't come back or anything like that. You don't want to have his reign end because he has to drop the title because he has to get leukemia treatment and shit like that. I'd rather him lose it to somebody like Seth Rollins, like Walter, like Braun Breaker, somebody like that. Not lose it due to an illness or something like that, or a freak injury. We don't want to see that. It'll be a really sad day in the history of wrestling when Roman Reigns loses his belt. But if he loses it willingly and to somebody good, then I won't be mad about it. But right now, he's not going to lose it anytime soon, and we move on with that. All right, so we had that segment with Mark Briscoe and Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett. It was funny. I liked it. 3.5 out of 5 stars. All right, after that, Jungle Man Jack Perry is getting ready in his locker room with Darby. He's hiding himself up, and then Darby goes to leave, get ready. MJF sneaks into the room, tells Jungle Boy he doesn't want to fight, but wants to talk about what he can do for him. Money, fame, get the ladies. Well, he already has the lady. Anna Jay, that flat ass and mean attitude. He says, just double cross Darby tonight. He loves Jungle Boy like a brother, but he's not World Championship material. He's offering a spot next to the throne, so basically like his lackey. So kind of like a Thor Loki type of thing. Back if you watch Thor movies, when I think it was Thor Ragnarok, the third one, when Thor became the king after Odin died. He became the king, and Loki became his understudy near the end of the movie. Oops, I spoiled it for those of you who haven't seen it. Sorry. So if you didn't want to hear that, then just take out those 5-10 seconds. That's it. But we move on. All right, so Jungle Boy slaps MJF's hand away, and he says, "I'm not looking for a spot next to the throne. I'm gonna take the crown." So we have that. So then Darby comes into the room. Maybe he went to take a shit and came right back. MJF says, "I don't want any trouble," and then he leaves. Darby is like, "What the hell's going on around here?" And Jungle Boy says, "Don't worry, we got this." Darby's like, "No, I got this." So a little bit of tension going on. MJF's trying to play spoiler. So I gave that segment 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Then we go to the Four Pillars tag team match. We have Darby Allin and Jungle Man Jack Perry against MJF and Sammy Guevara. It was a pretty good match. Back and forth they went. I'm not going to go into all of it. There was some tension between Darby and Jungle Boy. And then near the end of the match, MJF and Sammy Guevara were arguing, and MJF stops Sammy from pinning, and then Sammy gets up and MJF slaps Sammy in the face. So Sammy says, "Fuck you, MJF," hits a super kick to him. Jungle Boy rolls Sammy up for a near fall. Then a big blow to the back of the head by I think it was by Jungle Boy. MJF left the ring at this point. Darby with a blind tag hits the coffin drop, almost hit Jungle Boy with it, and Jungle Boy just quickly got out of the way. And then he steals the pin, 1, 2, 3. So Darby Allin and Jungle Boy get the win, and they are now added into the match for the world title, making it a fatal 4-way match, which is the original concept. So we had to go through hoops to get here. That's how Tony Khan works. That's how things happen. So we get that. Match was pretty decent. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Darby and Jungle Boy get in each other's face. They start yelling at each other as Sammy leaves. And then MJF is screaming on the way up the ramp. And he's holding his title up. And he's still pissed. So there's your main event for Double or Nothing. Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, and Sammy Guevara taking on MJF for the AEW World Heavyweight title in a fatal 4-way match. It should be elimination, but it's going to be a fatal 4-way, one fall to a finish. But, we'll have to see what happens with that on Rampage this week and on Dynamite next week from Detroit, Michigan. So we're 3 shows away from Double or Nothing 5, and hopefully we'll get more matches coming away. That's how Tony Khan works. Matches just thrown in like with 2-3 weeks left, or the week of, or like the night before. Stupid. Space your things out accordingly, but make it like how WWE does. You have one match and then it continues on to the next pay-per-view. The feud continues on. You know that match is going to be a rematch, or it's going to be a new match at the next pay-per-view. Do something like that, Tony. Don't give us matches just like thrown in. But he has the storylines all set up. We got with the women, with the Outcast against the AEW Originals. That may lead into blood and guts, or some type of match at the pay-per-view. You got Kenny and the Elite and Takeshita with the Blackpool Cup Club. And then you got gonna have Jericho versus Adam Cole, baby, maybe, or with the Jericho Appreciation Society against Adam Cole, baby. and the Best Friends and Roddy in some type of anarchy in the arena match, or maybe the Blackpool Cup Club and the Elite will have that type of match, or Stadium Stampede, something like that. I mean, we'll have to see what happens as the next couple weeks progress, and we'll see what happens with that. All right, that's it for now. So that ends the show, and that ends my video. So thank you all for watching. Thank you to Will Rally Sport Rally and Muhammad for coming in, and anybody else who watched, thank you for the free views, assholes. And that's pretty much it. So my final rating for Dynamite tonight, 7 out of 10 stars. It's a pretty good show, and we'll see what happens Friday night. Well, Friday evening, I should say, at 6:30 p.m. on TNT with Rampage. Jade Cargill's going to be in action. We got the Lucha Brothers and El Hijo de Vikingo in action in a trios match, I think, against QTV. We got that. Mark Briscoe is going to be in action against Preston Vance. And much more on Rampage at 6:30 p.m. on Friday night. And then, they go right into SmackDown at 8, which should be a good show. Coming out of the draft, the go-home show from San Juan, Puerto Rico. So that should be a good show, the go-home show before Backlash. And then we got Backlash on Saturday night. Going to be an epic show from San Juan. I think it's going to be great, but we'll see. And that's pretty much it for the weekend. And then Monday Night Raw with the new rosters and SmackDown as well. And NXT. So we got all that. So after Backlash, we are on the road to NXT Battleground. And we're on the road to Night of Champions on May the 27th and May the 28th. So we got 3 more weeks to go before we hit those pay-per-views and Double or Nothing. So it's going to be a busy month of May. Hope to be with you guys for most of it. But like I said, maybe going away the next 2 to 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks. We'll see what happens with that. By the end of this month, I might be away. So I might miss Double or Nothing, NXT Battleground, and what else? Night of Champions. But I'll probably, if I'm away, then I will be on Twitter to give you my short thoughts on it. I may do a quick video. I may not. I don't know. I might just not even do many videos. I might do like a little video, like a small Shadows Lair video from my location, wherever I am at. Maybe on the East Coast or the West Coast. But we got all that, and that's pretty much it. So when I go, I'm going to be gone for about a month, but I'll probably check in here and there just to say, hi, I'm still here, don't forget about me. But most of you will, most of you won't, because, you love me so much. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, so that's it for now. Once again, 7 out of 10 stars for Dynamite. And that's it. So watch my video about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in the description box below. Continue to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get to 450 subscribers on this channel and my rant channel. So let's get those numbers up, hopefully, by the end of the summer. And that's pretty much it. So I will be back tomorrow night with Ring of Honor for the next episode of Ring of Honor, episode number 10. And then I will be back once again on Friday night, probably around 12, 1 o'clock, with your SmackDown Rampage review. I will also be doing, on Saturday, I will be doing I'm not going to be live for my predictions video for Backlash, but I will be live Saturday night after Backlash goes off the air, probably about 12:30, and then we'll talk about Backlash Saturday night on this very channel, and that's it. And then Sunday I'll be off, and then we'll be back Monday night on Monday Night Raw, barring a last minute. I'm going on vacation at the last minute, but we'll see what happens with that when we move on with that. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. And I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on and rock hard with your coat. And if you're not down with that, you can suck my fucking cock. Go fuck yourselves. Well, I would say that too, but it is what it is. But if you're not all down with that, well, I'm sorry, but me and the Prophecy, the Armada, the greatest thing since sliced bread, and everybody else. If you're not down with all that, well, I'm sorry, but we all got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. So have a great rest of your Wednesday night in the West Coast. You're on the East Coast. Go to bed. It's early Thursday morning. So have a great Thursday, everybody. Be safe. Be well. May the 4th be with you, because now it's May 4th, 2023. So May the 4th be with you. And then if you're on Friday, Cinco de Mayo, I'm going to be at the bar watching SmackDown. So I'll be at the bar for Cinco de Mayo with the missus, getting drunk, and then, as we all know, drunk sex is the best sex of them all. So Friday night, drunk sex night for all you Latinas and Mexicans out there. Just remember to wrap up that burrito. And have fun on Cinco de Mayo weekend. And that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And until next time, motherfuckers, peace.